Welcome back, one and all, to Random Gaming Ninja. Today, we'll be playing Human Fall Flat, one of the most peaceful games that I know of.
Humans, they will run into every door they encounter.
That is not true. Don't say things like that about me. So, for this playthrough, we will be playing an honest playthrough, and after that, I will do a recording of ways to shortcut certain levels. First things first, I don't feel like listening to this narrative, so let's just turn that volume down and disable subtitles. There we go. Alright, much better. Did I not just turn off subtitles? What do I have to do to confirm that? Well, I guess we won't worry about that for right now. At any rate, let's just play the game. Like I said, we're doing an honest playthrough, and after that, we will do ways to shortcut specific levels. Nice. Whee! I'm getting motion sickness. Not really. Ouch. That was painful. This was my original ninja suit before the update came out and gave the actual ninja costume. But I won't be sporting that because I like originality. Perhaps we'll wear the ninja suit in the next playthrough. So, teaching others how to play Human Fall Flat. I'm guessing there is a hidden video around here somewhere. We'll leave that like it is. I thought there was something more to it. Now then, honest playthrough. I know that many of you have played this game before or watched videos on it, but for this time around, we're doing an honest playthrough. Ta-da! That's the easiest way to get through that door. And for this one over here, let's grab the wall and shuffle to the left. Careful not to walk for too long because you can fall off of certain platforms. Oops. Well, we pressed that button one too many times. Not sure why they did this. I guess to slow people down. See if they can truly test their own mind. Now, I've been inside of here before, but it gets so dark back here that I have no clue as to what's in here. And I have adjusted the brightness level before. Okay, that's a little bit better, I think. Hopefully it's not too bright outside. There we go. Right, moving forward. I want to thank you all for joining the Random Ninja Clan, whether you're a new subscriber or someone who has been with us since the very beginning. And as usual, we'll be doing one of our daily positive messages. For all of you individuals out there who have your driver's license or perhaps just a driving permit, no matter what type of driver you are or choose to be, I beg of you, I ask you very nicely, please, for the love of all life that exists, Have patience and learn when to slow down. I cannot tell you how many times I have witnessed drivers who do not have much of any patience at all, rolling through stop signs, running through stop lights, whether or not the light is still yellow. There's always going to be that one impatient driver out there who is deciding to go when it is not their time to go. And that is how many accidents happen, because someone feels entitled to going when the light has not turned for them, or going when the light is turning in order to slow you down so that others may have a turn. I understand that life can be short, but for goodness sake, have some recognition for the other life around you and choose to have a little more patience for others, even if you're late, whether you're late for work or late to be somewhere. Even if that may be the case, I recommend having patience and simply waiting it out. More often than not, you will avoid accidents, damage to your vehicle, and quite possibly injury. And on a more dark note, you might even avoid death. Now, there's many ways to move this platform. You can hold the wall and walk to the side, but my personal favorite is to grab and jump to one side. And that will allow the platform to move so that you may continue the level. So that is our positive message for today. Please have more patience as someone who is allowed to drive vehicles. And back to the game. Let's just grab the wall and move this as it was originally intended. And free fall, ragdoll, do a dab. No, that's okay. And have a drink of my energy drink. Sometimes coffee is just not enough. So, continuing forward, when we get to the end of this area, there is 2 or 3 ways that you can go about getting to the next zone from the top of that area. But let's just get there, shall we? Run and jump. And for those of you who don't know, you can hold your hands out forward in case you feel like you're not going to make a jump. Catch the ledge, raise yourself up. There's many instructional videos hidden throughout the game that you can find and use to learn ways to play the game. I feel the best way is just practice makes perfect. Same thing can be said for many things in life, like driving. Practice makes perfect. There are multiple ways to get up here. You can follow the cliff edge to the tunnels and find your way through the tunnels to get to the top. You can simply move this thing out of the way, although moving it out of the way doesn't really help unless you're trying to get back through, because there's nowhere to go right here. I mean, sure, you could try and jump and make it to a platform, but I doubt very much that you're going to make it without help. I don't play online because even with strong internet, it's still very, very laggy with so many people playing at once. Even if it's just you and one other person, the game will lag, and it makes jumping and grabbing things almost impossible. You have to learn when to jump with the lag, when not to jump with the lag, It's just overly frustrating for me personally, so I choose not to play online. It can be funny and entertaining, but there are individuals who play games specifically to be a griefer. And for those of you who don't know what griefing is, it's individuals who join multiplayer games that are online, or even if you're not online, you're just playing with a friend. Being a griefer means that you're slowing down the game progress, whether it's to a direct halt or you're causing people to fail on purpose. That's griefing, and I do not approve. If it's in good taste for humor, that's all well and fine. But overdoing it, or doing it to individuals who don't deserve it, or individuals who are just trying to play the game and enjoy it, you're ruining the experience, and you need to move on with your life and find something better to do. There's a certain limit to finding things that are entertaining. And that limit can be found as a griefer, whether you agree with me or not. The truth is out there. Regardless of what I say or do, the truth is there. Have some recognition for it, have some respect for others, and don't be a griefer. Have fun, enjoy your comedy, and then move on. Overdoing it just to frustrate others for your own entertainment is not only sad, but it is also pathetic. I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm not trying to make you salty. I'm trying to reveal the truth to you. If you don't want to listen to it, there's nothing I can do about that, other than move forward with my life and stay positive. Now, for those of you who don't know, there are achievements in this game to be found. For example, I had no idea there was an achievement to be had in this very room until I played an online server with others. I was in this room just trying to enjoy the moment when other individuals were doing stuff like this, tossing things overboard, and when you throw both of these speakers off the balcony, you get an achievement. Oops, well, my bad. Ow. Ow. Well, at least I caught the ledge. Moving forward. So yeah, I got an achievement out of other people's actions during online play, which was funny and fun all in the same moment. I had my microphone on at the time, so I was sure to thank them for showing me that. Ta-da! Next exit, if you please. And energy drink. Ah, yes. This level. There are many ways to make it to the next room. For starters, you can rip off all these boards, or you can take one and smash it into the window. Ta-da! You can do the same in the next room with the fire hydrant, but I just prefer to use the piece of wood out of convenience. Next, break the wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. For those of you who don't know that reference, Google it. Or just, read history. And now for one of the more annoying parts of the game. You have to drag this thing over here. There's multiple ways to do it. I recommend just grabbing it and moving forward. Note that you can fall off the ledge if you're not careful about it. The reason? To use this as a platform so that you can make the jump. Or you can try and use the wrecking ball. But I've missed the wrecking ball during my jump multiple times, so I don't do that. Oh, by the way, there's another achievement at the top of this tower I'm not going to tell you what it involves. I'll let you discover that on your own. I just thought I would point out that there is an achievement. And let's knock down the next area, so that way we can move forward. Boom! And then I like to bring this wrecking ball back so that I can use it to get back over. Sure, I could just fall off the edge. But that's the easy way. We're trying to have a little bit of fun here. Jump! And swing! Oh, I missed. Well, I could have got more of a swing going. Ow. Right, on to the next area. Now, for those of you who haven't played this map, you'll have to forgive me for any spoilers, but let's find an appropriate sized block and drag it over here. Get some of this stuff out of the way. So I can take this block and slide it underneath to create an appropriate spacer to allow this platform to land with enough height to get to the next area over there. Give me this bar. Okay, well I didn't exactly place it far enough to the ledge, but that's fine. There's multiple ways to break this glass. You can grab one of the pieces of wall, or you can grab this lever right here, which raises up the platform. And let's try and grab this with both hands so we can break the glass. Ta-da! And then you can use that lever to activate the door. Which, yes, you're supposed to use the box, I get it, but I like to use the box in one of the next rooms. So we'll take this with us. Now then, let's take down these bars here, and we'll use these to activate the lever. Give it! Give me the bar! Haha! This is a derpy little physics game that can be very enjoyable or very frustrating, depending on your patience level. Oh, normally it takes both of these bars to get through that door, but I guess we'll just use the one. Now, I may be mistaken as to... Ah yes, this is why I get this box, so that I don't have to go all the way across to get that box. Ta-da! Door is open, and now we can just move on to the next zone. And if we want, we can make use of this box elsewhere. For those of you who don't know, there are multiple ways into the next area. Let's see if I can use this box. Boom! I just broke a wall all by myself. Normally you have to climb to the top of this and grab that piece of wood, which releases a bunch of rocks. Or you can simply use that hook to swing over the door, or over the wall, into the next zone. And sure, I could use the same box to break the wall here, but let's show you how it's meant to be done. See this log? Grab this log and lift it out. Boom! Ta-da! Now then, where was I? Ah yes, showing you how to continue. There's multiple ways to do it. You're supposed to go across the platform there, but if your rocks fall just correct, you can jump up here. And I know I told you I would show you how to shortcut the game in a different video, but that's hardly a shortcut. Trust me. hardly. And then you just spin this wrecking ball round and round without falling off the edge, giving it a good push, and that will raise the platform. Ta-da! On to the next. You have to pull this door. Forgot about that. And if you push this glass too hard, boom! It breaks. Same thing for the opposing direction, I believe. Boom! Shatters. I'm just thankful it's not real glass. It's just virtual. Because let me tell you how painful real glass can be, especially if you step on it. There's multiple ways to get through here. You can either choose to limbo, or you can hop over. I prefer the limbo. Ta-da! On to the next zone. Let's see here. The box falls on this side, so we're going to need this platform over here. Right there. Perfect. And there are multiple ways to get on top of that colored box here in front of us. Let me show you one of the ways. It intends for you to move that platform to this side and jungle gym your way over here, or you can just stand over here, jump, grab, and lift. Ta-da! That's hardly a shortcut to speak of. Now, ready to grab and jump, moving the box and landing on top of it like a boss, or like a ninja. Moving forward, we're going to put this box right on top of this and move it to the other side to open the next door. And if you get the box just right, you can shimmy back and forth, and that will happen, which, let's be honest, I intended for that to happen in a different way. And then I did that. Well, there's ways to fix this. For example, if we move this just right, we can get it to spin. And release. Well, I may have messed things up, so let's load checkpoint to reset the ladder to how it was intended. And you may have noticed that my arm was stuck behind my head. The ways to get your arm unstuck from behind your head is to just jump around back and forth. And if that doesn't work, sometimes you can ragdoll mid-jump in order to get your arm unstuck from behind your head. And for those of you who don't know, we're playing on the Xbox One. I'm hoping to one day have a PC of my own, because there are many games on PC that I really wish I could play. For example, Viscera Cleanup Detail, Gold Rush Simulator, and there's plenty of others worthy of mention. We'll list those in a different video. For now, let's just focus on Human Fall Flat. And rather than try and get that to shimmy-shammy off of there, we're just going to do it the way it was intended. Now let's get on top of this platform since I didn't put the box near the edge. There we go. Ooh, off the backdrop. Nice. The final area. And as you can see, there is the exit door. So, let's make our way as intended. I'm sliding around. That was interesting. Let's see if I can do that again. Grab, shimmy backwards. Well, that's fine. For those of you who caught what just happened, hopefully you got a laugh out of it. For those of you who missed what happened, I had grabbed the board near the center and walked backwards when suddenly we started sliding across the ground. Like I said, this is a derpy little physics game, and I love and also get frustrated. It's kind of a love-hate relationship, but I wouldn't use the word hate. It's kind of a strong word that only fits in certain situations. This is not one of them. And you can only raise this so much during solo playthrough, so you have to be careful, because if you hold onto that lever for too long, it will pull you off of the platform and you have to start over. Right, both hands. Both hands. There we go. We have released the ladder. Or, as Zeus says on Clash of the Titans, release the Kraken. Boom. Now, I believe this lever can be activated simply by touching it and moving it, and it breaks. Perfect. I used to set the yellow bar on it to get it to activate. That's not necessary. Now we swing. You're going to need quite a big swing because you have to break the glass that is right there. Release and fly. And energy drink. Ragdoll. We're not going to make it through every single level, so we'll probably do this in multiple recordings. Welcome to the castle level, or kingdom level if you prefer. There are multiple ways to break that lock. The main way is to use this rock. Break the lock with the rock. Spin, 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 or just raise over your head and lower it. Come on, derpy physics game, do it. There we go. One hand, look around, and that comes out. Perfect. Now, there are multiple ways to get through this area. One way is to grab this pole, both hands if you please, both. Now you can either use this as a temporary bridge to get across that gap, or you can insert it between the bars and use it as leverage to bend the bars. If your bars aren't bent enough, you can always go back the other direction, jump around. That usually helps. Not always, but sometimes. And if you would like to see getting across this side, we can do that as well. There are multiple ways to go about it. My favorite is to aim for the window, get up in the window, and then jump to the next. Ta-da! And then you can just open the door. Congratulations, there are 2 ways out of that room. And there's multiple ways to get through this zone across the bridge. You can unlock the first door, but then you can't make it through the second door unless you have really good finesse with this derpy little game. And you can use the bar on the door to open the next door. I don't have that much finesse, but I'll give you an example. There's a little metal bar inside of this caged area. You simply open the first hinge. Come on, derpy little hands, grab the right thing, raise, and let go. Then you open the door, and if you have enough finesse, you can use this little tool, finesse it through the door. If I get this on the first try, I will be shocked. Okay, maybe I need both hands. Maybe that's my problem. Both hands. Now, aim, finesse, and lift. Oh my goodness, I actually did it. Well, that's one way of getting in here. But I wanted to show you the more fun way of getting in here. So let's go back across the bridge and show you that, because it's my personal favorite way of doing this. What beautiful scenery. You really need to take the time to appreciate a game like this. Otherwise, you're just a oblivious gamer, at least in my head. But let's not be rude. Move this forward to the rock, and that is where it's intended to be moved. That's why they put that rock there, I assume. And let's grab one of these bigger ones that are impossible to lift into here and stop it from rolling backwards. Perfect. Now there's multiple ways to spin this. You can spin it round and round. There we go, all the way to the locking position. Now you can use rocks to break down the wall, or my more personal favorite way of doing it is to simply launch yourself. So let's just walk inside here, grab this, ta-da, whee! And you can knock down the wall. So it was too far forwards, and we should have moved that rock a little further back in order to crash a rock into the wall, knocking it to pieces. If you're playing with friends, you can launch your friends at the wall, knocking it to pieces or just getting them into the zone to unlock the door from this side without having to finesse the tool. For those of you who don't know, there's a little room in here. Ta-da! Made it in. Not much you can do with this room, I assume. I'm sure there's something that can be done with it, but who cares? Next, we grab onto these handles here. Both handles, if you please. Thank you. And we're going to finesse this right over here. And like I said, there are multiple ways to shortcut levels throughout the game, but this is going to be our honest playthrough. So let's get this wooden plank out of this lock area. There we go. So we can use this cart to get on top of this roof, so we can swing to the next area. Push this out of the way. There we go. And I guess we only need to grab this with one hand. Normally I prefer to grab it with two, but it seems to be a little bit easier this way. Guess I've been wrong before. Wouldn't be the first time. Certainly won't be the last. And we're going to the lowest part of the roof to get on. Normally I back this stone against the building itself just to create leverage points to stop it from moving. When I was playing an online portion with others, somebody was wearing the snowman costume, got inside of here, and was just looking out at everyone else. And let me tell you, it was hilarious. Oh, I disappeared. Does this make me Santa Claus? No, I don't think so. Let's get out of here. Now then, prepare your jump, raise your hands, aim, and launch. I missed. So, in one of our shortcut playthroughs, I will show you different aspects of ways to play through levels, little achievement zones, and what have you throughout the game. Let's try this one more time. From the higher point of the roof, aim and jump. Swing, hopefully not too strong. Boom, nailed it. I was almost too strong. You gotta be careful about that. Not enough of a swing, so let's try that again. And release. Sweet. I think there's an achievement where if you make it from lantern to lantern without touching the ground, but I don't know. That's just an assumption, because there's secret achievements that I don't have yet. Now let's aim, and jump! And release. Perfect. This is one of the more annoying portions of the game to do alone, because you have to move this very carefully into the next spot, which, let me tell you, is a task and a half to accomplish alone. There are multiple ways to set up this block. I like to get it just into the right zone. You can set it up lengthwise. You can set it up just like a single platform. There are so many ways, but so little time. Speaking of time, we may not have enough to finish out this episode. However, if you have liked the video so far, be sure to hit that like button with your ninja star. And I will see you all in the next recording. I wish you all a very fond farewell.